Still talking politics, former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, has announced his decision to join the Social Democratic Party. The former governor posted in a statement on the social media explaining his reason for leaving the All Progressives Congress. According to him, it's time for him to pursue the values he holds dear on a new platform. He says he has submitted his resignation to his ward in Kaduna North and is now rallying supporters to join him in the SDP. Nasir El-Rufai also mentioned that as a member of the SDP, he will focus on engaging with and persuading other persons concerned about the country's future to join him. Public affairs analyst Femi Lawson joins me now on the news for more updates on this development. Interesting development, Mr. Lawson. We apparently heard from the former governor earlier saying that the APC had left him and that it was time for him to move on. How much of a political asset would you say the ruling party is missing on this one?
Thank you for having me, Femi. For me, as much as it is within the right of Malam El-Rufai to associate with whatever group he chooses to, I don't think it will be more of a deficit for the APC, because even before now, Malam El-Rufai, soul and spirit has left the APC, particularly from the moment he was unable to secure that political appointment of being in the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For anyone who have followed the political trajectory of Malam El-Rufai, his decision today is not strange, and it is not the first time, a very prominent member of the PDP Obasanjo cabinet between 1999 and 2007 left almost immediately after the administration of President Yar'Adua and subsequently Jonathan stopped patronizing him, aligning with the then progressives in ACN and other political parties to form the APC. And of course, this time around, he seems not to also be getting what we expected, and now he has jumped the ship as usual. But for me, as much as people like Malam El-Rufai are leaving the party, I think the party, particularly in the state, is also gaining ground. Recently, Senator Shehu Sani, who represented the state in the National Assembly, Senator Unkuyi, a very formidable political figure in Kaduna State, returned to the APC in the state. So as much as his leaving may be considered as a deficit on one angle, it is also not going to be significantly felt because some other political factors, particularly from his state, where he may likely make impacts in the progress of the party, are also returning to the party.
Recall that he mentioned that his failure to get the National Assembly nod as regards his ministerial nomination was because Mr. President changed his mind about appointing him. He's now also suggested that he will reach out to other stakeholders to join him. Do you think he has the capacity to pull more people of similar political might into the SDP in the coming days?
Well, I think to me that's more of an illusion from my own view, especially for a man whose sole reason for jumping the ship or trying to mobilize support is premised on his inability to secure, another political fortune. For me, the only currency that Malam El-Rufai have survived on in the last 25 years have been political, offices. And the fact that he could not get that this time around has now turned into a political activist suddenly, thereby, so if there will be any need to genuinely mobilize Nigerians against this government, to genuinely mobilize Nigerians for a government that will be better than the current administration, it must be an agenda, it must be a move that is not premised on individual expectation or individual disappointment. It must be premised on the genuine need to make Nigeria better than it is, not for people who, because of their inability to occupy position or to get what they personally need,
all right,
you begin to drive. Nigerians are no longer gullible. He may be fortunate to rally some other, retired politicians like him, or aggrieved politicians rather like him. But I think for the genuine Nigerians who seek change, it is not people like Malam El-Rufai that will drive the change.
We've seen him meet with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Osun State Governor Ralph Aregbesola, and I think Pastor Tunde Bakare in the days that led to his the campaign to SDP. I guess time will tell whether his new party will form a third or a fourth first in the coming election. Femi Lawson, thank you for talking to us.
My pleasure.